This morning, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis brushed off Disney World's lawsuit against him during a news conference in Jerusalem.
Yeah, he's in Jerusalem on his world tour from Florida. Now, he says that
it's a trade mission.
Yes,
exactly. He's not running for president.
Well, not yet that we know of. He says it is a political move at the Disney case, that is, and that it has no merit. He is currently overseas on that aforementioned trade mission. As speculation grows of his 2024 presidential bid, he also hailed Israel as one of the most valued and trusted allies of the United States and is expected to meet with Prime Minister Netanyahu later today. Those remarks come one day after the place where dreams come true filed a federal lawsuit. Disney is accusing the Republican governor and his hand-selected oversight board of government retaliation over the company exercising its right to free speech, speaking out against an anti-LGBTQ+ bill, at least that's what critics are calling it, signed last year, the Parental Rights and Education bill. Our Xavier Walton has been following all the back and forth of this battle and joins us live. Any news today, Xavier? It sounds like it's been exciting there in Florida.
Never a dull moment, right, Adrienne? But it is that same back and forth. And if you've been following this story, which much of the world has been, DeSantis makes a move, then Disney makes a move, then Disney makes a move, then DeSantis makes a move. It turns out this was Disney's turn to do something, and it came as a result in a 77-page federal lawsuit. And in that lawsuit, the complaint, rather, details what Disney considers retaliation, claiming the governor has orchestrated every step in his revenge bid, threatening the park's business operations, even the local economy. The lawsuit follows what Disney called the latest strike when the DeSantis-appointed board voted to void development contracts, which Disney claims laid foundation for billions of dollars in investments and then thousands of jobs on top of that. Okay, so here is the response to the lawsuit from DeSantis' communications director. It said, "We are unaware of any legal right that a company has to operate its own government or maintain special privileges not held by other businesses in the state. This lawsuit is yet another unfortunate example of their hope to undermine the will of the Florida voters and operate outside the bounds of the law."
This is a massive lawsuit. Make no mistake about it. The day-to-day operations of Disney itself will not change, right? This complaint and the order by the board on its own does not make any specific changes, but it could impact the future experience of the parks if Disney is not able to make the investments to expand them.
Now to a little context. This Disney versus DeSantis battle, it began last year when Disney publicly criticized the governor's Parental Rights and Education bill, limiting conversations about sexual orientation and gender identity in schools. All right. A new Reuters Ipsos poll is out, and among the questions posed to about 1,000 American adults, how they felt about the DeSantis versus Disney debacle, some 64% of Republicans agreed, 37% of them, though, siding with Democrats who said DeSantis was punishing Disney for exercising the free speech. And all that's happening, again, like you guys mentioned, Adrienne Mitch, right off the top of this hit, DeSantis nowhere near the state of Florida. He is responding to this. We're going to see if he has more to say in the coming days. I'll send it back to you guys.
All right. Thank you very much, Xavier. Man. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.